Oh, yikes, ow. That was not, that was not good. One second, y'all. I need to change the title for this stream. I didn't realize. I forgot. He said a freaking title. Hold on. Yeah. Let me set the title. Live. Live crafting. We're specifically crafting Halloween stuff. Okay, for Halloween props. Okay. Save. Awesome. Hi. Hello there. I just changed the title for the stream, so hopefully it changes for y'all. Why are we live? Because I'm crafting stuff for Halloween. Let me just go back to what I was watching while crafting. You guys get to see what I tend to do when I craft. I'm watching. So the person in the background that I'm watching is that guy on YouTube. Yeah, yeah. So the other Nate guy on YouTube is what I'm listening to in the background as I'm crafting these. I can barely get in frame. Little cardboard cutouts for Halloween. This will be like me just cutting them out, working on cutting out the scraps reference. Then then I'll put these together and kind of do what I did for Wenda here. Alright, awesome. Let me just put those to the side there. Put my scrap paper into... If you hear the TV in the background in the living room, that is my dad watching something. Let me just see if I can change this setting to live chat instead of just top chat. Well, it's good to see everyone is having fun. So, hi, I'm live. Why? Because I can. And
oh, okay.
Yeah. What's up, Dad?
Okay.
You noticed something in your movie or something?
Yeah, I noticed it in the show.
Cool.
The beginning of the show has changed. It still shows Dexter, the main character, but now it shows his sister getting ready. You see her putting her hair up in a clip.
Oh,
and everything.
nice. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm working on cutting out scraps. I noticed something about the reference I'm cutting out. Is that she's got the vintage eyes instead of the her normal ones. That'll change when I make her cut out. Um, yes. Yes, my dad is watching Dexter. And I forgot to unpause my show. Hi, Swordheart. I'm making Halloween props for Halloween because, yes. Because I got permission to do so from... I'm planning for it to be a pumpkin patch with, like, these characters popping out. I'm doing good. Ah. Trying to... No, don't rip her. No, don't rip her. Nice. Trying to carefully cut around her claw there without... I've noticed that the majority of these characters are cats. Don't worry, they're not going to be the only things. I plan to have like a Rebo character or something on the art, but for the most part, these have been mostly cats. My dad's phone is ringing. 1 second. Dad, your phone! Hold on. Sorry. Alright. Alright, I'm back. Sorry. Let me check the chat real quick. Poop, doop, boop. Ah. Hey, chat. Okay. In the background, yeah. The cats are fitting for Halloween, yeah. Yeah, that's scraps right here, yeah. Sorry. Responding to my mom. Anyway, so carefully trying to. There you go. I need to. Since the claws kind of got cut off down here because of the printer, I have to fake the claws till I make. Fake it till I make it with the claws, which is fine. I mean, I have a basic gist of it here. And okay, we're good. I'm just listening to this in the background. I love his Spirit Halloween videos.
The top was all red on my phone.
Oh.
That means it's not a good call. It's a spam call.
Okay, I didn't know that. Now I know.
If you look and read what's in the red.
You could drill. Yeah. Well, these guys aren't They're not gonna be glued down. They are just references. To give a basic idea, and so basic idea, and you see how much bigger she turned out being. Might tape them to my door later. These cutouts, not these. These are going in the yard when it's time because they're gonna be painted in the future. Okay, gotta carefully cut around the leg here. There are going to be spots where I can't cut out. For example, with Catnap, the tail area, I will figure out how to do that later. I didn't bring my box cutter. I should have brought my box cutter. And the one does don't talk to me or my daughter ever again. Damn. We are the Wendlings. Please feed us. Okay, let's see here. Oh, that's a cool thing. That's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna occasionally look over at what I'm watching, just because I am curious. Even though he's in what area? Oh, he's in Ohio right now, doing a thing, doing the video. And that was how many weeks ago? That was 8 days ago. I'm hoping to do more pumpkin art this year. Nice. Series Halloween decoration. Corn. Oh my god. Yes. Oh, that's also scary. Not only scary for Jax, but it's also scary for Mephone and everyone else affected by cobs as well. Just imagine I just make a prop that's just dead cobs. Pumpkin carving art. Nice. Yeah, I haven't carved a pumpkin in like a couple of years now. The last one I did, I forget what it was. But I do know that I did one. Like 1 year I went to the pumpkin patch with my boyfriend. There's a vlog I recorded, never posted. Don't know if I still have the footage or not. But I did grab a pumpkin that looked like a mushroom and I wanted to paint it like a Mario one. Never did it. Alright, let me just trying to cut this out while also looking at the chat and listening to this at the same time. Take a sip of my drink. That's almost empty. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I wish I had a picture of it, but sadly that's missing. Well, as well as the rest of the stuff that was on my old phone. Because my old phone died after I came back from vacation with my boyfriend last year. And then I got sick with COVID. I am definitely not monetizing this episode. Because, well, I'm demonetized anyway, so. Okay. I missed that chat message alone. I'll look at it and make sure. Now to try to get to the difficult part of Scraps' arm here. Okay, kitty, you gotta be very careful. I am a big mess when it comes. There are gaps and stuff, but it's okay. These are all references, not direct traces. That I'm gonna be. These are just gonna be references. Get a general body idea for how the structure works, and also cutting the paper out will help me practice for when I have to actually cut the character out of the box. Speaking of vacation, my brain is more functional than they. Alright, awesome. I just said also a reason why for going live. Because I started recording my process and I was like, you know what? Why not go live with it? Alright. Also, you guys are leaning on a box where I'm going to put these papers in to dump out later. So, there you go. Put the papers in there. Also, my shirt says, "Why be racist, sexist, homophobic, or transphobic when you could just be quiet." It is a really good shirt. No, I didn't put you inside a box. You were leaning on a box. You were leaning on the box. You're not in the box. If you were in the box, it would look like this. Try to lean it back on. If you were on the box, it would look like that. Oh, I need to re-angle it. Oh no. Oh, there we go. Perfect. I messed up my angle doing that gag. Alright. Now we got cardboard. Yeah. You put me in. Hi, Axel. So here's the scrap cardboard I have. There's this piece here. Kind of, and then I have this piece here, and then this, this one. Might not need this one. Let's put that back there. Oh, I watched this part already. Why? I went. Okay. I realized that I accidentally went back in the video. Oops. Let me just cut off this little box's tail. Because it doesn't, this piece of paper, this cardboard don't need that tail. There you go. Put that in the box. So here, oh, Gizmo's adorable. Okay. So this piece could either be for catnap here or scraps. And then I will sketch it out with the pencil and then I will cut it out. Let me just, actually, let me size them up on, oh shoot. Let me just cut these excess pieces off real quick. I'm trying to do this the best angle without blocking y'all. I'm gonna do a stream for my channelversary, and it's probably gonna be chatting with the chat. Nice. Yeah, this is just a chill stream where I'm crafting pieces. Just to come along with me. Good. Butterflies and bees, we could wander through the forest and do so as we please. I don't know why I'm singing that. I belong to me. Oh, that's a pumpkin. There's a pumpkin on the screen. You can't see it, but trust me, there's a pumpkin on the screen. Yeah. I'm gonna make these for the pumpkin patch that I'm making. The plan is to use our already existing pumpkin decorations and some new ones, and then have these guys sitting out within the pumpkin patch. Okay. Okay, catnap will work on that one. Scraps will work on this fittingly scrap piece of cardboard. Okay. And Scraps has a lot more room to work with, so that's gonna be perfect. Alright, let me put Scraps to side over here. Yep. Oh, thank you, because I forgot to do that. This was a spontaneous live, so let me just start sketching out catnap. With your mod powers. Mod powers activate. Okay. I ran this idea past my dad earlier this month, a little bit late last month, I think, but like it was just an idea I had. I'm like, you know what? I want to do this, and he's like, yeah, do it. erase that. So far, we've got the body sketched up on the cardboard. This is kind of like an art stream, but not really, you know. This is a physical art stream, where sometimes your view of it will be nice and comfortable. Sometimes it just would be you seeing me sketch and I'll show you what I'm drawing. So yeah, right now we're sketching up Catnap right here. He's sitting to the side while I'm sketching. And then after that, we will be working on Scraps, who is not taped down. I don't tape them down because I'm using them, again, as reference. Example of the reference here of Wenda. Hi, Gray. Wenda. And the Wenda cardboard cutout that I did. Completely, you can tell that there's a bit more personality in this one. Catnap? Yep, Catnap. Catnap's gonna be in the thing. So, yippee! I love Catnap. I even have a poster of Catnap in my room, behind my door. So when I shut the door when I go to sleep, he's visible. He's not on the door, but it would have been great if I did put him there. Also, I'm not answering like, questions per se, but yeah. I don't know if I can do gray because I'm working with the paints I have. Hold on, let me show you the paints I have. The acrylics. I don't think I have a gray. I mean, I could mix a gray, and I might put a gray in the yard. Oh yeah, here's the paints I have. I've used these before with masks and stuff that I've made, and different like I've made masks before. I've shown off in videos the masks, one of the masks I've made for. I've done a catnap mask before. I don't know where he is, but I do have a. Oh, thank you. I do have a mask for the convention that I'm going to. That I will be wearing on the Friday. So, all right. I got Catnap's stubby legs in. They're not even. I will even them out the best I can. Oh, thank you. I did not wear my bracelets at all today. I just got dressed and decided, you know what, I'm wearing what I'm wearing. I didn't bring out any of my plushies, but that's okay. So we're working on this, and they would just get in the way. Alright. We're going to sketch out the rough sketch of where that tail is going to go. Okay. So you can kind of see where it is if you look closely. There's like a line that goes around. I'll make it a little darker so you guys can see it, but there is a line that outlines where the tail's going to go. I'm just sketching out that tail now. And once, like all the markings that are on the box, I would cutting off the side pieces I don't need. And these markings like here and here, especially this one, will be covered up in paint, so they won't be visible. Especially at night, they won't be visible. I don't know which country you live in. Catnap is perfect for Halloween decoration. Yep. Lots of cats are actually, like, there's a lot of cat decorations. Oh, the video ended. So I'm gonna click on his next one. Let me go to his channel. I've been like, you guys haven't heard about that other Nate guy on YouTube, or that Nate guy on YouTube. There's two of them. They're both Nates. They're both father and son. I love their videos. And they help get into the spooky vibe. So I'm just gonna watch their next one. Or like listen to it while I'm working. Shout out to them because they keep me entertained. They also keep the YouTube AI bot off my tail. Because only adults will like horror, says the bot. Only adults like horror, says the bot. Only adults like being scared, says the bot. Oh, I missed that chat message. What? Hold on. What's the channel about? It's about like Halloween decorations and stuff. They go to Spirit Halloween. They go to like other places that have Halloween decorations out already. They will go to they do go to different sometimes they'll go to Home Depot and see their decorations there. Right now they're in Ohio. I don't know how far they travel outward, but they do travel around. I think you showed me something. Yeah. I think I've shown you Pixelated Pumpkin, actually. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because they do show off the jumping spider animatronic, and I don't want to scare Gallium with it. Because, again, Spider and his arachnophobia, you don't want to do that. I noticed that I have to draw Catnap's head, and I have, like, a handful of space. Yeah. Sketch out a circle for the head. Yeah, I'm not going to leave him headless. Alright, adding them chubby cheeks of Catnap here. Alright, so let's see here. I do like that I have fans from different countries. It's really fun. Really fun to see that I have a reach that goes around. You can call it a lucky guess. That was a silly pun. Yeah, I think I have enough room to do his ears. That's good. Alright, so far, he looks a little wonky. It's hard to get him. Let me try to get him as best I can. The fucking the window in the background is making it hard to see, but you get the gist. Okay, let's get these ears sketched out. Get these ears sketched out. Oh, thank you. Alright, let's get the other ears sketched out. And then we will cut out the body and then add the details on later. As for Wenda, I've sketched out her shape, then cut her out, and then did her face as a sketch for the idea of where things go. Oh, I forgot his arms. I forgot his arms. I forgot your arms, you silly kitty. Alright. Okay. He looks a little chunky with my drawing, but you know what? That's fine. We're going for my style, and I say he's a big chunky plushie. And nothing wrong with having a chunky plushie. That just means he's full of fluff and ready to hug you. See you, Gray. Oh yeah. I have a chunky catnap ready to be turned into... Alright, awesome. Alright, I've remembered his arms, and now chunky catnap is here. Yippee! It's kind of hard to see him, but there we go. Actually, there we go. That's perfect. Chunky catnap. Now to cut him out, ignore some of the pieces. I need to get my box cutter, actually. That'll actually come later. I will do like the small detail cutting out in a later date because I'm not gonna run to my room to grab the box cutter from my purse. Actually, I need to cut off these excess pieces here. Hold on. Ah. Eh. That's one piece off. Yep. Alright, awesome. Awesome, we got this piece here off. And now we can just focus on catnap. Oh, what? Hold on, what? Wait, you wouldn't believe the ice cream at they had a Rhode Island had health bar flavor. Heath bar flavor? Oh, shoot. Ah. Oh, nice. Also, it melted? That's okay. That tends to happen, especially in the summer. Oh, yeah, they have a creepy grandma animatronic this year. That's interesting. Ah, no, Mike. There you go. Oh. Got it. Yay. Trying to cut around. Cutting circles on cardboard is hard with normal scissors. I'm struggling to get the right angle. And I left a bit of the, no. I just cut around that real quick. Sometimes the Nate guy runs into fans while recording. I feel like, yeah. Yeah, it is very difficult. But hey, it's gonna be worth it in the end because we're doing this 2 months before, so getting these all cut out and ready to go. Well, these three at least. Don't know if I'm gonna work on any others during this stream, but getting these guys cut out and prepped for being painted in the future 2 months in advance, pretty good. Because Halloween is coming up in 2 months, and might as well get that done. Also, the last day of the con that I'm going to happens to be 2 months away from Halloween. So that's gonna be very fun. Hi, Mom, I'm live. I'm on the phone. On YouTube. Yeah.
Oh,
What?
Lucky is following me on TikTok.
Yeah. Lucky's in the chat.
Hi, Lucky.
And so is Sydney.
Hi, Sydney.
This is kind of
You
technical.
know barbecue is barbecue gone?
No, I didn't eat any of the pizza yet. Any of the leftover. Lucky's mom says hi.
Hi, Lucky's mom.
Yeah. I'm gonna, getting to close details to the fingers is gonna be really difficult. So that's something to do for the box cutter later. Like the internal tail details will definitely need box cutter. And not just scissors. Twisting it around to get it off. There we go. Let's grab these scrap pieces and put them into the box behind you guys. Boop doop. My catnap's a bit chunky. He's a chunky kitty. Yeah. That means he's just extra stuffed with fluff. Okay.
Wow, that wasn't a lot of leftovers.
What?
That one has a lot of electro.
Yeah. I haven't even touched any of the pizza yet.
You said that already.
I know.
Well, I said, no, 4.
Hmm.
There's 3 left.
Ooh, the lights that he's showing are really cool. The neon signs. I would like to have a neon sign, but I'd have to first get we'd have to get a new place so I can have my own room in order to do that. And have a nerdy display in the background.
Bye, Lucky Bucky. Bye, Lucky Bucky.
Lucky Bucky, what?
Bye, Lucky's my and the other person.
And then the other person. Damn, you forgot who Cindy was. My mom is so silly. Also, YouTube, these are scissors, but I'm cutting cardboard. Cardboard, and don't take this video down, and don't be like, oh no. Also, I am 23, YouTube, so if you mark this as a child, do I look like a child? YouTube when scissors. Murder! Yeah. They're like, ah, no. They're like, oh no, it's gonna be that. Have y'all heard about the game Blood Money? I like the game. I have the game downloaded. I'd have to put like a warning on it, like a blood warning on it, because, well, it's a clicker horror game. So, you know Cookie Clicker? Or like, just clicker games in general where you click on the thing. It's a clicker game, but with a horror twist. You could kill the guy. But if you choose to not kill him, there's like 3 different endings. Good ending, neutral ending, and bad ending. Oh, Cookie Run is not related to Cookie Clicker. Though that would be very funny if they did add that as a feature. When I stream it, I'm gonna do like 3 different all 3 endings. So I'll have to put a warning in. I'll do the good ending, which is gonna take forever. Then I'll do the neutral ending, which is quicker to get to. And then I'll do the bad ending, which is the worst one. It's horrifying. Especially since the character you're hurting is kind of cute. And you're like, no, don't hurt the cute guy. it's like, but you're given the option to. Also, the voice actor does a really good job. I don't know who voices the character, but you can definitely like hear the pain in his voice. Alright, Catnap's almost kind of cut out. And then I'll sketch out his details, and then we'll put him to a side and work on scraps. So I think it's a little bit more intricate with her shape. It also gives me a good time to rest my hands from using these scissors. Oh, is that a reverse bear trap costume thing? What? That's crazy. Oh, what? Alright, I really can't get this thing functioning, but I don't know why I can't see footage or anything. But hi, gang. Hi, Gallium. So everyone in the chat so far. So far in the chat we have Lucky, Gallium, and is Sorty still here? trying to get this last piece off, and then we'll sketch out his face and his necklace. I almost called it a collar, and then put him to a side. We aren't painting today. I just brought these out to show them off. Oh, awesome. You can kind of see the screen. Gallium, I am watching videos on Spirit Halloween, so warning, in the background you might see a faint outline of the spider animatronic. I am warning you now, because I am listening to and watching these because I really like Spirit Halloween. It is a hyperfixation of mine. So I'll turn down the brightness though. Yeah, there you go. I think that helped. I think turning down the brightness helped quite a bit. Yeah, okay, that'll work. Alright, so Catnap's here. We're gonna sketch out his other features. I need to grab a better eraser than the one that's on this mechanical pencil. I do have a kneaded eraser that I could probably use. You know what? Let me go grab my kneaded eraser. It's back there. Okay. It's in this case. Aha. Gotcha. Aha. Got it. There you go. Kneaded eraser. Let me check the chat real quick. Yeah, okay. Whee! Needed eraser. Erasing mistake. Okay. Yay! Cool. Let me just erase some of these sketch lines real quick so I can see what I'm working with. I also have to darken some sketch lines so I know where to cut later in the future. Alright. Okay, so now we're drawing the moon charm and face. I did forget the eyebrows, but that's okay. I don't think anyone will notice unless I point it out. Like I did. Alright, we got the charm there. It's very hard to see, I apologize, because... Alright. Trying to... Big mouth on the cat here. If you notice a pattern with uninstall off Wenda, because Gallium wasn't here for Wenda. Or due to not working, but yeah. Yeah. I did turn down the brightness so that way it's not visible as much. Also, the brightness of the of over there really is gonna help cover it. But here's Wenda. Can kind of try to get her in the frame here. Hard to see her. Hold on, let me just Wenda. Here's Wenda and her crazy off face. We're working on Catnap, and then we'll work on Scraps, who is our last one to work on. All of these have been cats so far. Coincidence? Yes. Let me get this nose here. Sketching out where the parts of the body go. Also, yeah, it's barely noticeable now that I turn down the brightness on the screen. So, oh yeah, you can't even see it. Okay, you can't even see it. The jumping spider was just there. Can't even see it. Awesome. Probably hear him though, but it's like spiders don't make noise, so. So we're all good. Spiders don't got vocal cords. Wee. Sketching out these adorable eyes. Oh, there's a creepy grandma. Yay! That's good. I am sketching out the eyes for Catnap now. And there we go. And then there's the... Hold on. And here is the face. He's a little dirt-eyed. I'll fix that in the... Actually, I'll fix that now. He's a little dirt-eyed. Oh no. Y'all are looking at the ceiling fan. Alright, we... Alright, awesome. There we go. No, he's not dirt-eyed. That's good. Let's put him over this. He kind of looks like a Muppet. I don't know if you saw the OC lore random videos. Oh, um, not yet. I have not seen it yet. Okay, so Catnap's done. Time to work on Scraps, who's gonna be interesting with her hexagon-shaped head. She's 1 point away from being something that terrifies Eraser. I think that's a joke Galleon made to me once. I think, if I remember correctly. Oh yeah, he did, because we were in the roleplay section. He turned into Shrimpo and said that. And Shrimpo is like one of the easiest characters to get in the game, but at the same time, worst stats. 1 star and everything. But you can, if you play strategically enough, you can use him to your advantage. If you're very strategic with it, you can defeat Dial's room. Someone's done it and taken him like what? According to Mim, one of her friends did it, and it took her friend 2 hours to complete Dial's room with Shrimpo, which is insane. But yeah, it is doable. It is defeatable. People, like, you can't complain about Bassie being, like, about the dog bone being nerfed. And if you keep calling Bassie useless now, she's gonna cry. You're gonna make Bassie cry. Bassie already feels useless. Let's not add to that. Let's not add to her. Why am I defending a fictional character? Because, you know what? If robots take over... Also, Lucky. There was a comic that someone made where Sprout says the word to V. You know exactly what word. And the person who dubbed the comic bleeped it out. They bleeped it out. And I'm like, oh, that's funny. They're like, hey, if robots do rise up in 20 years, I don't want them to be mad at me. So I bleeped it. Like, that's funny. That's really funny. Yes! Yes, by Sprout of all people, and not by Sprout of all people, and not by Dandy, who I think would probably do it. So I'm like, because he was mad that he had to heal her constantly. I'm like, that's not fair. That's not nice. Be nice. Scraps is definitely the interesting one, because I have no experience drawing Scraps. This is first time working on her. Hmm. Yes, Cobb's Wood. Cobb's. I've told you the Cobb's Wood. I've said Cobb's Wood. That is a headcanon that can that like I'd have to ask that. I'm like, oh, that'd be funny. Zubul, maybe. I do. I love Zubul. Kinger is a comfort character. Zubul is gorgeous to me. Yes. And then Jax is I just like Jax. I have no other words to describe why I like Jax besides Jax is Jax and I like Jax and God that ending. Not gonna like if anyone here has not watched it, I'm not saying anything because I don't want to spoil anything. So, but yeah, that ending, man. So we are sketching based on the drawing that I am using as a reference. Draw the cat's bean paws. Get a can of beans for a hat. That's a quote from Legends of Adventurous. Gosh, I really like Legends of Adventurous. He's been Pomni. Pomni's good. I love Pomni. I have the voice actor for Pomni's signature on a print that she was signing. So that's cool. My friend got it for me. Yeah. Okay. So Scraps' leggies are done. I have yet to do the claws. Now cutting out her is gonna require the box cutter for her claws because good God, this is gonna be hard. Oh no, you missed discussion about cutting out the claws carefully and neatly, but yeah. I love listening to just Halloween related decoration stuff while catching. So now we've got this guy's daughter really likes Halloween stuff too. And then just Jax, I feel bad for it. Yeah, yeah. Also, there is an after credits sequence. By the way, for anyone who has not noticed, there is an after credits sequence, which is the first time they've ever done that. God, someone with a motorcycle. Okay, sketching. So trying to cut out scraps is going to be a pain in the ass. Because, again, box cutter, small details. Her claws are going to be a pain to get around. Okay. Now, I just need to make her cup tail. Erase these unwanted lines here. Her cup tail. Alright. Am I missing? This is the chat. Okay. I don't know. I saw, but what happened? Realized one night, it's just basically fixation. It's like, here's something very popular that of course I like. There's something random that barely anyone talks about. Hmm. How's the secret third option? Option shows. Object. You can tell that all these cutouts are definitely based on interests of mine. Those are, yes, their own category. Yes. I'm tempted to make a cutout that's based on object shows, but I'm not sure. Because I do like the random cat theme that I randomly went down. Now I need to figure out what other Masccot horrors have cats in it. Because because Dandy's has cats. Poppy Playtime has cats. Sprunky has cats. But what other things have cats? Because FNAF doesn't have a cat. They have a wolf. They have chickens and stuff, and they have Candy is like from a spin-off series, so that's not FNAF, but it's tangentially related. Is that the right word? Tangentially? I don't know. Adjacent or something, I don't know. Okay, time to cut out scraps. Going around her feet because we'll do the claws later. Okay. And I carefully. I know Giggle Land is one, but that's not out yet. Yeah. Giggle Land is one, but it's not out yet. So what other random odd collection of cats would work? I mean, I might do a basic, classic Halloween black cat prop. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I'm thinking, if I tried to do Melody from Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, that's gonna be difficult because of the style. We have a lot of cemetery props and a lot of skeleton animals, so we always have like a pet cemetery option. But this year I want to do pumpkin patch. And maybe one tombstone, because we do have one that says, "Here lies Jack-o'-lantern," which is very funny. But I'm like, we'd have to put like a dead-looking pumpkin there, and he'd be like, dying pumpkin. What the? Taking us to again, like Jerry. Yeah. It's a shame what Stephen King posted on Twitter, which makes him very suspicious now. hmm Yeah, I can DM you it later. It really did piss a lot of people off. And it makes him look suspicious, so. Awesome. Okay. Okay. But yeah. Hi, Alex. There's some forest in the Halloween episode. Yes. That'd be awesome. Also, Lucky, Alex is a friend of mine, from my acting group. Oh, I'm making Halloween props. I want to show you the ones I've made so far, Alex. So, here's our reference. And here is the, work in progress, the base that is going to be painted in the future. Alright. Here's one. Here's our reference. Little catnap. And here is the base that'll be painted in the future and also cut out a little bit more with the box cutter. And right now we're currently cutting out scraps and gonna fix her eyes because she's not gonna be the vintage version. We are going with her original colors, so original eyes aren't required. Alright, let me just cut across here. Yeah, mainly cats. So Alex, if you know any more spooky cats from like games or other things, let me know, because I do know you know some of my interests and might be able to help me find more cats. I mean, Gray is not a cat. He is, I don't know what he is. Some people say wolf, some people say fox. I've said coyote before. I've also said imp. So who the heck knows? Oh no! So I looked over the jumping spider animatronic at this location in, I can't pronounce that, somewhere in Ohio. Had their jumping spider animatronic fall over, so it's not working. Oop. That's kind of silly. Big the cat. Froggy. You called Big the cat horrifying, Gallium? I don't think you'll fit on the cardboard pieces I have. Let me put the pieces of cardboard in the box too, while I'm working out cutting out scraps. Yippee. Also, I like that Spirit of Halloween's animatronics this year have a little bit more blood. I missed that. I missed that. Peekaboo. Oh. Oh, okay. It was a Victor Cat message. Okay, I thought I missed something else. Okay. Looking for a horror cat. Okay, awesome. I might do Bat Cat from Cookie Run, even though they're not a horror character. Their design is pretty spooky cute. I would have done Twisted Scraps, but I was like, you know what? We're doing the cute versions, and then we will have something spooky at the end. We have a little bit more of a... Oh dear, there's like a big gash on the back of this box. Oh dear. There's like big gashes in the back of this box. Why? I just noticed that. Okay, awesome. Let's see. Rose on Pet Graveyard. That's enough. What? That's crazy. What was it made? What company was it made by? Because I bet you it's one of the companies that I know way too much about for some random reason. If it was made by Asylum, then yeah, I'm not surprised. Oh shit! Did I just cut into her leg? Oh, don't cut into her leg. That's not cash money. That's not good. I'm being silly. Okay. So I'm going to try to get as close as I can to her leg as possible because her foot's in the way and I definitely will be needing the freaking box cutter for it. And with a box cutter there's a risk of accidentally hurting myself, so I'm not doing that on the live. And also because I'm too lazy to go get up and grab the go looking for my box cutter. Hash slinging slasher, awesome. Milliman Productions, Proportion Productions, of course. Weird. I don't know those companies. Some places, so if you go to Spirit Halloween in certain places, you might run into a giant Squid Game animatronic, specifically of the red light, green light, doll, Young Hee, that's her name. But yeah, if anyone has seen her in stores, let me know, because she's awesome. I had to call my brother this morning, because I found out one of the things they're selling at Spirit Halloween this year is one of his special interests, Dr. Squatch soaps that are Spirit Halloween themed. So that's fun. I told him it's from a brand he likes, and he's like, what brand? I'm like, oh, Catnado? Damn. I was looking for like games and stuff, but you're going all into the to the crazy B movie stuff. Ooh, inflatable spider. Interesting. Objects that turn into nothing. Ooh, I should probably do spider TV. That'd be awesome. But like, that's just a spider. and not a TV. So that's unfortunate. That's like, oop. Like, that's not a TV, that's just a spider. I don't know, I'm thinking out loud. 3 is doable for now. If I could get like 3 little... Again, the idea is pumpkin patch. I might do a cat costume. There are a lot of cute, like, masks coming out this year. Spirit Halloween has really leaned into furry recently, which I think is awesome. And just, it's like, yeah, it's just, again, fursuits are just costumes. So a cat costume would not be too bad. This Halloween's getting a little bit more furry, and it's like, that's fun. Okay, just carefully, no, carefully ripping is not going to work, because there is no careful. Get. Okay. Okay. Let me check the chat real quick, in just in case I missed something. Well, oh, okay, that's still a Cat NATO message. Okay. I was able to map out pretty well the placement of some of the claws, so, and cut close to them. That's good. And we'll cut around the claws this time, and then, oh no. Okay. Awesome. So Scraps is basically cut out now. There are gaps where she still needs to be fixed, but for the most part, she's okay. Now, once they're like done, I will put something on them to protect them from the rain. But I will be putting them out Halloween day. Like, I'll be getting them ready, water the yard so that way the things can stick in the ground easier, the stakes. And then put them, like, I will attach them to the stakes with what's it called? Zip ties. I'll zip tie them to the stakes, so that way they're attached and can just go on the ground. And hopefully the weather that day is not bad. Marking out the geometry of her face. And just circle her eyes. Big circles for eyes. Okay, and we will add her little face details there. And we will mark out where her lashes are. These are very friendly looking for sure. Well, Wenda's gonna have blood on her, so that's gonna be fun. Because Wenda's gonna be psycho looking. And then here's, hard to see, here's Scraps. Alright, awesome. I've been on here for an hour. I started off with Wenda and I ended with Scraps. Let me add her tail. Oh, I didn't add her cup details for her lines on her cup, her solo cup. Awesome. Alright, so we got 3 cats done. And I will round out this tail bit here because that's not round, that's perfect. I'm doing everything I can find Masccot horde cats. Yeah, that's okay. You can find more, and if like you find them after the stream, that's fantastic, and you can send them my way. I need to find a place to keep these guys, so that way I can remember where they are. And yeah, she's actually the most at risk of being broken, because I didn't realize there were like bits of broken there. Someone is at the door.
Yeah. Use the door. Use the door.
I get the door.
Try Mom's. Just try Mom's debit card.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. UPS needs to sign for too. Okay.
Okay. Hold on, guys. 1 second. I have to take this to my mom. Alright. So, yeah. I'm back. And I think that's it for now. The cutouts are pretty much like ready to be like, cut out more and painted. So, Dad, you want to see them?
No, I gotta go bathroom.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
See you later.
Yeah. Yeah, 3 cats so far, and then I'll work out the pumpkin patch later. I might stream me putting it together. I also would have to block out my home address when doing it, so I'd have to like hang something in front of it. But like, you know what? That's fine. If I were to stream me setting up the yard in the future, not now. It is August. We are going to be setting up in October, so yeah. I'll stream when I paint these, and by the time that I paint these, there might be more of these little dinguses. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me see. How does one end? How does one end the live stream on this fucking thing? Is that it? Oh, there it is. Alright, bye guys.